Yes, here we are.
I don't wanna, I'm gonna go fishing because I know fishing. I wanna go fishing. I'm gonna do something different than go fishing. I'm afraid,
Good natured things.
right?
Yeah.
Whether it's good or not, that's not the point. Can I teach you anything? You're gonna do something I want for a change. That's, oh no!
I guess I'm supposed to use this.
Right?
Even though it's just us right here, I guess I should use this, it's more for the recording, I think. So, St. Patrick's Day is coming up on Tuesday. Tuesday. So, 262 is, 263, come thou fount of every blessing.
You can try it really simple.
Yep, even though it says it's a traditional American melody, sometimes these things aren't quite
Wait,
accurate.
it's not a traditional American. What is that?
Come now, found.
See, I changed it. It's 135, that's American, but if you. That's Irish. Sustained, things of that nature.
See, the thing is, you may not know what he's doing, but you can hear the difference, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's sing together. Come thou fount of every blessing, to my heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me so melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. Praise his name, I'm fixed upon it, name of God's redeeming love.
That's how you do it.
Hitherto thy love has blessed me, thou hast brought me to this place, and I know thy hand will bring me safely home by thy good grace. Jesus taught me when a stranger, wandering from the fold of God, he to rescue me from danger, bought me with his precious blood. Oh, to grace, how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy goodness like a fetter bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it, prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy courts above.
Amen.
Amen.
And that's how you make it sound sad and fighting all at once.
I don't know, maybe your Francis Pellerin's Irish tenor, that's what made me hear.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, and Miss Marion.
Listen,
Miss Marion.
is that friends you're saying? Or-
Yeah, Francis. Yeah, Francis, my dad. Her dad, yeah. And then Marion in her high voice. Yes. Miss Marion.
Yes,
Oh,
she did all this.
oh, yes. Yep.
I love
My dad
Mary.
had that vibrato going, and tenor.
Yes. Yes, your dad sang great.
The Irish setter,
No.
an amazing animal. Great. What was it? God bless the Irish, the men that God made mad, for all their songs. All their wars are happy and all their songs are sad. Always love that. Because most of the part is true. But we think of like our brother Sean and the stuff he goes through. And it's really hard. Very, very hard. What do we know that he doesn't? Well, quite a lot. What is it that Sean doesn't know that we do know? Well, trust is big. Sean doesn't know how to trust. It's a huge thing. And that's one thing that we need to be alert about with regard to praying for Sean. Because that's what he needs more than anything. Right? You need to trust.
Yeah,
You need to shut up and trust.
all the homeless people, we need to pray for them, that God will keep them safe,
Well, exactly.
at least.
They're homeless for a whole bunch of different
Bunch of
reasons, but
different
they're
reasons.
all homeless.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah. All the issues that, they've had up to, in the past. Yeah.
See, there's a lot of things we don't think about. Jesus, and I love this right here from Matthew chapter 5. The sermons on the Mount. Matthew's got it all. I had a really nice call from David this week, and it was basically just, where are we getting this stuff from, right? And if you use the Bible as your only history, you're not going to know, right? If you use the Bible and other kinds of history, you kind of know. So he's looking at different things, and I'm looking at different things. We're kind of coming with an idea with, all right, for some reason Matthew threw these things together. Because in Mark and in Luke, they didn't. They're kind of separate. Did Mark really touch on these a lot? Not really. Luke didn't really either. Mark did more often than Luke, but Matthew really, bam, he did all of these things, right? So did he go the entire series and write them down? Maybe, yeah. But they weren't in one series. He just put them all together in one series for us, so it's easier to read. All right? A lot more easy. Jesus says, again, you have heard that it has been said. This is verse 33 in chapter 5 of Matthew. You've heard that it has been said by them of old time, right? Thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oaths. Okay. What does that say in English? Verse 33. He does something with a wife earlier, and everybody gloms onto that, but nobody pays attention to 33.
Mine
34.
says, you shall not make false vows, but shall fulfill your vows to the Lord.
There's also, let's see.
Okay, I'd like another translation, actually. I do like that one.
You have heard that it was said to those of ancient times, you shall not swear falsely, but carry out the vows you have made to the Lord. Or, do not break your oath, but keep the oaths you have made to the Lord.
That's closer. Anybody else got a different one?
Again, the law of Moses says, you shall not break your vows to God, but must fulfill them all.
Okay. The idea is, right, you should not forswear yourself, but shall perform unto the Lord your oaths. So in other words, the oaths that you make to God yourself, you had better come across, right? There's no wiggle room here. If you make an oath and you swear to God that you're going to do it, you by God better do it. Well, apparently that's a problem, because Jesus says, again, You have heard that it has been said by them of old time, you shall not forswear yourself, but shall perform unto the Lord your oaths. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because you cannot change one hair white or black. So in other words, when you feel like swearing, why don't you actually cuss for a change and keep God out of it? Because you can't do anything to say that you're going to get this done. What if God calls you home? Right? That's ancillary, and he doesn't say it, but it's in there. What else is he saying? And who's hearing this? When Jesus is first applying it, he's saying, okay, for those of you who've heard this, so he's applying that to a person who's already heard this law, right? Okay? All right. Where is Jubilee? In here? Yeah.
In this chapter, not.
Whatever record that record is, that I think that goes back a really long time.
It doesn't appear to be in this section of scripture that I see.
It doesn't have anything necessarily to do with it right off the bat. But it does have everything to do with everything else around it. In other words, what is your relation that you're swearing by God? By God, I can get this done. By God, I can get this done. What's your relationship already? Perfect.
You're in control.
Either you're in control of it totally, or it's one of two things going on. You're not thinking about it at all.
Now think about what you're saying.
That you are if it's by God, then you are simply a channel.
Okay. We'll try that. Or, like I say, swear not at all. Don't swear by heaven, or by earth, or by the city, or by your own head. Don't swear at all. What's going on? What's being done?
You're making a promise that you don't know you can keep.
And you're not the only one that's doing this. So where's Jubilee? It's right there. Here's where it is, because you're not thinking. If you were, you'd be, uh-oh. All of a sudden, you'd be chastised by the whole idea of it. If you weren't in denial about it in the first place. Or if you thought you were in control of it, you're wrong. And you need to re-look at what you're doing. I mean, every step of the way. And how far back does this go? You swear by God, you swear by your head, you swear by the city, you swear by, right? The earth, you swear by. You know, as long as the earth's good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. When was the last time you heard that? I have said that.
I've said that.
Right? And I stand over by Phil's chicken house, and I look at the underpass and the water going through the underpass, and you stay right there. Christmas Eve, a couple of years ago, that's right where I was. I had nothing to do with that. If the water started going over, I was like, oh shit. Right? I was like, I really got to. Where was my faith then? Well, I had a lot of faith, but guess what? I wanted to be in charge. Was I making an oath? Not really. I was this close to making an oath, but God was going, you shut your mouth. And I was like, all right, I
I
don't
think-
like this.
I think we can have faith, but we know that sometimes God does things that we don't want him to do. Like, please God, don't let this happen. And you have, I mean, we know that God is going to do what, you know, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. We don't have control over it, but we still plead and we still ask, you know, like, I would prefer this person doesn't have cancer. Lord, please let it not be cancer, you know, or something. There's all that bargaining with, it's not that we don't have faith, it's that we want it to turn out the way we want it to turn out rather than what God's gonna do, I think.
So if we say what we want to happen and we throw a Lord willing on the end, are we spared?
Yeah, cause you're not thinking about good Lord willing. If you do that, I think it's more tradition, and I think it's more, I think if you meant it, right, I think you might stop yourself in the middle of it. Look, let me change what I'm saying. Let me rethink this for a minute. And then ask God, will you please help me? Because I ain't making any headway. Right? No, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. You know, if I wasn't such a jerk about this, if I didn't stand over by Phil's Chicken House and watch the water in the underpass, I might be fine. If I just stayed home, right? But am I nervous about it? Oh, you're right. I'm really nervous about it. Where's my trust? It's there, but it's not all there, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to go fishing. Do I know fishing? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
right?
If you're Peter.
Peter. I want to do what I want to do. I want to do what I know. I want to do stuff that I already know. That's easy. What happens when God brings you in that area where you have no clue what to do?
You have to lean on him more.
Are you used to doing that? Your son's in the hospital. He's gonna go. And he'll probably go tomorrow. How are you? You walk out with him. Yes, you did. What was that? Well, between you and God. You don't explain that to anybody else. You don't need to. If you'd like to, that's cool. But you know what, David? You don't have to. That was for you. That was for Jay. If you want to share it with somebody, that's absolutely great. If you don't want to, that's also absolutely great. I love it. Do I understand it? I don't have to. That's not the point. You get it? Yeah. When you guys were here, and when Jay is gone, you're going to feel bad, and it's going to be worse because you're going to start feeling a little guilty because Jay's gone. You're going to look around and go, oh, you know what? I haven't thought of Jay at all. And then you're going to feel guilty about that. That's the adversary. That's not God. And do you? Yes, you do. Sometimes you believe in God enough where that works. You go, wait a minute, that's from the adversary. That's not what I want. He's happy. He's playing. He's doing great. And I can't wait to see him. And you leave it right there. Are we financially well off? No. None of us are, really. I don't think so. Would we like to be better off? Yes, we would. Do we want to acknowledge God in all his ways there? No. We want to be in charge. Uh-huh. And he's going, oh, bam, bam, bam. He's smacking you a lot.
Well, right now, I'm sleepy.
But see, that's a way of referring to it. And I'm really tired. I don't want to even deal with it. Let me go fishing, let me do stuff I know. No, now's the time for you to do something you don't know. That's when your gift shows up. We're talking about spiritual gifts, right? Well, what's your spiritual gift? Well, I go, wait, that's not the point. You already know about that gift, right? I can perform music. Is it a spiritual gift? No. It's my gift every day. How about being on a phone and knowing what that person means? Well, that's spiritual, because I can't do that on my own. But if I'm on the phone and all of a sudden I know what this person is saying, that's from God. Is any of that from me? I'm on the phone, but that's it. That's all God wants. See? He wants me on the phone. Or he wants one of us to be, I don't know, at the mall, or just outside of the mall, or at a phone booth, or out of the phone booth, or wherever it might be. You know? You've heard it said. What do you think about it? You even. Where am I supposed to go? Well, where he says. Is that part of work? Yeah, that could be. That'd be fine. Or it couldn't be. Could be something else totally different. Point is, do you trust him? Let your communication be yes, yes, no, no. Right? For whatsoever is more than these comes of evil. And this is weird. Is this part of the other part, do you think? In Matthew it seems to be, but do we have any other comparisons of this?
Do you have any comparisons of this?
Yes.
Like, someplace else?
Yes.
Well, I was looking at James 4,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't say anything about yes and no, but does say stuff about Lord willing.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, James 4, I'm sorry, I lost place, 13 to 15, or 16. Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow we shall go to such and such a city, and spend a year there, and engage in business, and make profit.
Uh-huh.
Yet you do not know what your life will be tomorrow. You are just a vapor that appears for a little while and vanishes away. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we shall live and do this or that. But as it is, you boast in your arrogance, and all such boasting is evil.
So what Susie says, as the Lord wills, or what's that? What says?
Lord willing.
Lord willing. She's okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes she's not. But
I think that's-
sometimes she's okay, but sometimes she's not, but sometimes she is. Right?
I think it depends on, are you saying it thoughtfully, or is it just a phrase you use?
right.
Is this something that's going to be entirely new to you, and are you ready to go into it? Lord willing. Lord help me, right? The person with the shotgun in his mouth in the trailer that I have, and he removed the shotgun from. Did I invite the Lord to come in with me into that scenario? You bet I did. Because if I hadn't, I would have never walked in it to begin with. But I sat across the couch from this guy, right? This was just right over there. Dougie and I. Doug kind of stood out, and because there was going to be one too many, and Doug stood there and waited. And then I said, come on in, when it was time for him to come in. Doug took the gun and just sat down. He didn't say any word, but just sat. And we all kind of sat together. We didn't really say anything. And finally, the drunk got off the couch, and he was gonna be okay, but he was gonna have to go to Wilson, Binghamton General Hospital. So Doug got him there. I think that was one of the nights that I had to take off, or either that or you were working SKG. I don't know which, but it was, eventually I'll have to let Kathy know. But at the point in time that we had to go, I wasn't worried about that. Did we go? Did we ask, the Lord willing? Oh, you bet we did. Because neither one of us knew what to do. Or what to say. And when both of us were, when I showed up, and then when Doug showed up, it was entirely up to you. Up to God. Because how do you take a shotgun out of somebody's mouth? You know? He does. Now, if our faith wasn't so great, could we have had a problem?
Yes.
I think so. Do I say that to go attaboy? Not really. I kind of do, but then again, it's not about us, right? Or me. It's about the guy who knows. And afterwards, the one that if I ever wanted to drink again, that was one of the nights that I wanted to. Dougie was funny because I think we stopped and had maybe this or something. No, Dunkin' Donuts, that was it. So we had smoked cigarettes. Because it took a long time for us to chill. Right?
Decompress, yeah.
Very scary situation.
Yeah, precisely. And it was like, I don't,
Your adrenaline was pumping so much that it took a while for you to calm down and get settled again.
the man who came to our house, for the AA, got me the one that named it. That was all that was necessary. Did I even know the guy? No.
Years ago, you just showed up.
The number of times that Kathy and I have been involved, did we just go through that? When our niece was born. Did that just happen?
When I delivered it.
Oh,
Kathy, you
yes.
better throw down some rugs, she broke her water. Boom, here come all the blankets downstairs, boom, then she
Or
comes
the
down.
towels, yeah.
But 30 seconds afterwards, but I've got the blankets, here you go, Dan. And there's a baby already, it's like I'm on the phone and you got the blankets and I feel like a turd, right? Not knowing what to do, but I was helping.
That's
So,
good.
meanwhile, all the way I'm going, Lord willing, Lord willing, Lord willing, Lord willing, Lord willing.
Help this baby to be okay.
Because I didn't do this. Oh, I'll pay you, no. Can I borrow like $300? If at all possible, I'll get it back to you. I don't know, 2 weeks? Maybe? I'll give it a shot. And sometimes I work and sometimes I didn't. And I'd have to go make amends later on. Right? So was it there? How's your history? How's it going with the Lord? How's it going with are you paying any attention to the history? I'd like to know why it's not okay to have the banks go back to zero every 7 years.
Because they want to make money.
Aren't they making money already?
They want to make as much money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because they are not under God's law.
There you
No,
go,
they're
that's
really
the,
You are not under the law, we are under.
Oh, well, yeah,
There's that.
Yeah.
none of us are under the law, but they are not under God's law.
If Jesus was to die and the veil did rip though, What was to have happened already that never, ever, ever got anywhere close?
Already have happened?
Yeah.
That we could just come to God?
The Jubilee.
The Jubilee is a reset, is that what the Jubilee is? We should mention
Yeah,
that.
it is kind of a
Jubilee
reset.
is,
All the,
everything
all
goes back to
the
the original.
Yeah, but it was,
land that had been bought went back to the original owner. All the slaves were free. If you owed money, it was all forgiven.
So were they not doing that?
No.
they weren't doing it after David.
They probably weren't doing it before me.
Probably not. Take a look at it, Old Testament Jubilee, right? It's every 7 years, and this was in,
No, the Jubilee was every 50.
was it every 50 years?
Yes, there
Okay.
was an every 7 year
Something happened every
also.
Okay,
Something happened every 7.
Yes.
it was
there
a sort
an
of a
every
tithe
7.
thing, right?
But the Jubilee was that was the big one.
Right, and then there was, but the, all of the loans went back every 7 years, and it was every 7 years that you planted something somewhere new. You didn't go over the same, your
Like a
tractor
rotation of
or whatever
crops.
you were using couldn't use the same
Fallow,
land,
the fallow field.
Yep, let
Yeah.
it be a little
Yeah.
album.
something like that. And I think that was maybe during the Mosaic Law, or before, we'd have to look that up.
Yeah, it's in the
'Cause that was-
Mosaic Law.
That was really vital. What happened before, what happened after, well, especially what happened after. Because I'm kind of wondering about that.
My understanding is the 70 years of exile was because they didn't do 70 of those.
Of the Jubilees?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. This is great. I love this one because we want to put the 10 Commandments in our courts. Right? And this is political for me because I love this one. Along with let your communications be yes and no, and that's that. Stop pretending like you are in control of stuff.
The one version that I have that's meant to be like very plain English, the Living Bible translation, it says, just say a simple yes, I will, or no, I won't. Your word is enough, and to strengthen your promise with a vow shows that something is wrong.
More
You feel
than
it's
these
necessary
comes
to
from
add that.
evil. So anything more than yes or no, shut up.
It means you're trying to really convince somebody of something that maybe probably isn't true.
You're being a convict.
Yes, I will, by God. And it's like, no, I really am, and you know that you might not be able to do that, so you're saying,
The person in leverage where the guy goes, no, you can't cheat an honest person. And you can't hack a hit. Here's another one. But you can't cheat an honest person because they're gonna go, that's too good to be true, and no, you won't. But this one's great. You have heard it said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Who believes that? Anyone? You have heard it said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a
I
tooth.
listened to that just today.
Eyes are very
And
important.
Leviticus.
Isn't that in the 10 Commandments?
Well, it's not in the 10 Commandments, but it's definitely in
Oh,
Leviticus.
it's not?
No.
Yes, it is.
Oh, is it?
Absolutely.
Exodus is-
Look it up again.
Where is it?
Let me see, Exodus.
Don't murder.
Not in that. Don't murder.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, I can't murder.
The tooth for tooth
No.
is not in there, but
Not even-
eye for eye sure is. Right? Eye for an eye or a tooth for a tooth. That's in the courts. That's what our judges are after.
Right, it's all about fair. They're trying to make things fair, and life ain't fair.
It's not good.
There's,
In Exodus, it says, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, all that.
Exodus
Where do you
what?
find-
that's Exodus, and you have heard it said.
Exodus
He's
21.
not saying that it wasn't said. He's saying You have heard this ever since you were a kid. That's what he's saying. Not what is being said, but the fact that you heard it. That's what he's commenting. You heard that it has been said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you that you resist not evil, but whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also. And if any man will sue thee at the law and take away thy coat, let him have thy cloak also. And whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile, go with him 2. Give to him that asks you, and from him that would borrow of thee, turn not thou away. Well, that's hardly what a quote would be.
Doesn't sound fair at all.
No, it doesn't sound fair at all. What's the fairness in that? Now do you believe me when I say fair is a fable, and a lie, and evil? We want to be fair. You know what? I don't. At all. Is that fair? No. I'm going to leave it right there. Because you know, you want to talk about St. Patrick's Day? By God, there you have it. It's never been fair. Did I have to bury all those uncles and stuff like that? No, but there we go. And who's in charge? Well, the parish priest is in charge. By God, you go to work. By God, you don't go against the Welsh coal police. What is Jesus saying? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth? Nope. You
Here
got
to
it
change
wrong.
that. Here to change that. He was here to change that.
No, he's here to fulfill it. He's here that we understand it.
There's the things that are written in Deuteronomy and in Exodus.
The law.
Yeah, like that's what it's saying. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
It does, the whole, you know, if an animal falls in the hole, you gotta give him your animal, yeah,
The
it's
eyes
all
are more
the
important though than the teeth.
whole,
I got mine out, my upper one's all out of teeth.
I'm going to pull these up.
so we could be all fair.
My eyes, no good.
You can't take your eyes out and.
Yes, you can.
Well, you
I can
can't
take it
take
out a
your
couple.
eyes out. It wouldn't do you any good because you can't do nothing.
Well, the guy's gonna scream and he ain't gonna pick on me anymore. So it did me a great deal of good.
It won't come out.
No, when the eye was hanging here, the guy did nothing except scream a lot, so it was good. That was just a couple of times.
Sometimes it's a kid.
St. Louis Junior was
It's about her, I think.
I don't know.
Was that cool?
Yeah, the hot air back in.
as long as those vessels don't break,
That?
you can put
You're
it
good
back.
to go.
Put your eye back in your head and sit down. That's what I would say. Stop messing around, put your eye.
Well, see, that was part of the Irish upbringing, right? Okay, eye for an eye, except if you can put it back in, then do that. But
Don't do that.
for now, let it hang there and let the guy scream a little.
Well, in Exodus it says that if an owner who hits a male or female slave in the eye and destroys it, it must let the slave go free to compensate for the
You
eye.
probably would walk in front of a car without your eyes
I used to
and
do
get
that.
run over.
And the same thing with knocking out teeth, that if
Get beat
a
that a lot.
slave master hit the slave in the mouth and caused them to lose
Hey,
teeth,
God
they
had
would
me
have to
like
let the
this. I
slave
used to
go
do all
free.
kinds of
To
stuff.
So if
compensate.
you're gonna beat your slave, don't leave marks.
That's what they took it as, right?
Right,
That's how that was interpreted.
absolutely.
Beautiful, huh?
Don't leave marks if you're gonna beat your slave.
Well, that's like you used to be allowed to do the wife with a stick, spare the rod thing. Well, it had to be a certain size. If it was bigger, you could.
Rule of thumb,
Rule of thumb.
what to beat your wife with.
Had to
And your
be
kids.
this size.
That's the rule of thumb.
That's the rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Some of
Yeah, the
those
rule of
say,
thumb is the size of the thing I'm gonna use to beat you with when you
Yeah.
when you're.
and as long as it's
submissive.
not bigger than that, you're okay. A lot of those cute little sayings come
Oh,
from
yeah.
not so cute little things.
Oh, yeah.
And
Most
this
of the
was such-
nursery rhymes.
And they're saying that this was set to help make the punishment not be more than the crime. So if you harm the eye, then you do that, and if it's a tooth, the tooth. But like if you harm somebody's eye, you know, if they harm your eye, you can't kill them. You know, you can't take their whole life for it. You have to do something where the punishment will fit the crime. But that was what was said in the Old Testament. And I appreciate.
The Old Testament had this. If I beat you up with a baseball bat and I kill your unborn child, what happens to me?
You have to pay whatever her husband says.
Gee, thanks.
You're welcome. That's the death of a child in the Bible. And it's not abortion. I'm sorry, it has never addressed abortion. A lot of people think it did not. If, by chance I happen to kill your kid when I'm beating you up, I don't necessarily kill the kid, but I kind of screw the kid up.
Right,
When the kid is born, what happens to him?
I don't know.
I don't know, I don't remember that one.
Nothing,
Nothing.
nothing.
Oh, because they're not dead, so
No. They're,
no harm, no foul.
they're child. Right? I'm a guy,
Right.
so how does that affect me? Doesn't. It's in the Bible. We have a lot of stuff in our courts that we like to say it's in the Bible, it's not.
But we like to pick and choose what we use from the Bible.
Danny said it, it's been, we've heard that.
And in how we interpret it, like you just said, oh, so that means that if you injure you can beat your slave, but don't do it in a way that can be seen. That's what she said. I was like, oh my gosh, that's terrible. But that is how it was interpreted.
Is that cool? I love that one. That's great one. I have tons of them in the house. We have tons of them.
I don't
Right?
understand how it's water if it's purple.
It's red flavored water.
It's a beverage.
It's a very-
Water is water.
No.
But that's just my opinion.
Water with watermelon flavor is,
Water with stuff in it is no longer water.
if you take all of what Jesus has said as one thing, and you go in and you hear an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, but you're not talking to God, what are you doing? You've heard it said that
Yes, you are.
You kind of trying to justify it, so
You're just doing it's the legalism. You're just, let me just follow this law, which you can't possibly follow. That was the whole point, right?
I
You
believe so.
you have to follow all these laws, and nobody could.
The writer of the law is explaining what the laws will do.
Yes.
Jesus is saying, will you please talk to me? All of it. All of it. Do you have to share what I've told you? No. Up to you. Up to us. But let's talk about that too if you want. Does Dougie and I have to share what happened in that trailer? No, except on occasion, maybe, if that. Are we good? Yeah. Because all through it, Dougie and I are going, God willing, God willing, God willing, please don't point that gun at us. God willing, God willing, God willing. Let us get out of here alive. God willing, let us get out. Let's have that moment where we need coffee, okay? It's like, and smoke cigarettes because we're nervous and, yeah. But we did what God wanted us to do.
And you help the man.
We helped him, and he's still doing, and he's working over the topper, or has, he might, as of, the end of this year, he might be retired, I don't know. But he's been working over not only topper, but Shelley's, and kind of like back and forth.
Praise the Lord then.
I do, we do every time we